Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 6 orange. Three down. Check 52, ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got one.
Greystone travel.
51 to Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Set, ready, 50, plant, defense, let go. 36. Check nine. Move. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. 8. Read. There we go. Box shot. Set. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's go, Mike. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Rap. Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Second and 3. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lock to throw on second down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Ready.
Fights through and now a crease. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 20. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Let's put him on the buses.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And again this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mine's 50. Mine's 50. Outside. You're out. Exit.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Ready.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 61. Matchbox. Right.
Rush in. Check 4.
Kill. 22 jet bomber.
Check.
Now. Slam. Leo. Sin. On.
Hey, alert 3.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd.